Hello, everyone. Ned here. In this video, we are going to discuss symbolic interactionism theory. The first thing you need to know is that communication and interaction are essential to this theory. To start the assumptions, there are three overarching themes. The first overarching theme is about meaning. People will react to something according to the meaning it has for them. We learn about meaning through interactions with others. People interpret what is being learned. The second overarching theme for the assumptions is about the self-concept. Human infants are a social meaning that they don't have a sense of self. Developing a sense of self provides motivation for future behavior. The third overarching theme is about society. Individuals are influenced by their society. They learn rules and values through everyday interaction with their culture. Now, let's address the concepts. Gestures are any action that causes a response or reaction in someone else. The I is the immediate, spontaneous reaction someone has. It is the same thing as the ID. The me is composed of the learned experiences a person has, so it is more logical. This is also known as the superego. Cooley developed the looking glass self model. Gestures give impression of how we appear to others. This model is an assessment of how others are evaluating us. It then becomes a self-evaluation where we develop pride or mortification based on others' perceived assessments. Thomas and Thomas developed the concept of the definition of the situation. This means that everything depends on our perception. Socialization in children is a concept that has two subconcepts. The play stage of socialization is when children take on roles as they play. The game stage of socialization is where the children develop several roles and signifies that they have developed self-awareness. Symbols are products of social interaction. Interaction is social behavior between two or more people that involves communication. Gestures are acts that represent something else, as well what was stated earlier. Social norms are expectations of how to act. Rituals are a combination of the previous four things in a family setting. Salience is the importance that something has for someone. Impression management is how or which roles to play. Identity is when you use meanings to define yourself. Roles are the sets of social norms for a specific part. There are several things to do with roles. Not those types of roles. Roles that you play in society. There is role-taking, which is when you put yourself in the place of the other. Role-making is done by communicating your needs with others. Role clarity is about how clear your role is. The opposite is role ambiguity, meaning how confused your role is. Role strain is when you have difficulty performing your role to meet the multiple demands in your life. Think of Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man 2 and how he loses his powers due to spreading himself too thin. Reframing is a change in perspective. The negative form of reframing is putting a fly in the soup, so to speak. You point out something bad in someone else's undesired but normally perceived behavior. This causes the behavior to be ruined for them. There are two levels of communication. The first is content. This is what is said. The second is process. It is how something is said. Our roles and interactions fall under several types of relationship triangles. The best thing is to have differentiation where you work on problems with another person without the use of a third party. A coalition triangle is when you or the other person use the third party to attack each other. The displacement triangle is when both people attack the third party. The final triangle is the substitutive triangle. Rather than strengthening your relationship with the other person, you or that person grow close to the third party. The final concepts connect to the triangles. Alliances are when two or more people agree and get along. Coalitions are when alliances are used for an attack. There are many critiques of this theory. First, it is difficult to define the meaning of things because it is arbitrary. Second, there is no central theory. Third, this theory holds no importance to emotions or the role of the unconscious. Fourth, there is too much emphasis on personal perception. Fifth, it neglects the role of power. Sixth, it lacks attention on the role of biology. Seventh, and finally, it is better as a framework than as a theory. There aren't any good movie examples for this theory, so we are wrapping up here. In the next video, we will discuss structural functionism theory. Remember to lend a hand to those who need it. Bye, guys.